Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, I'm back. All right, I'm making some artichoke and cheese soup because it's still cold here, so I have 1.5 cups water. This time I blended the package of gravy mix up with the 1/2 cup water. That was really good, so I want to make this again. But the last time I put tuna in it, and that was really actually kind of good. But this time I have artichokes from the food pantry. So this video is using the food I got at the food pantry up and talking to you guys about saving money this month. It's going to be going on all month. Okay, so I'm switching it up a little this month. The past 2 or 3, wow, this stuff can be really gluey. Last month it was conserving money, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And so I went to the food pantry on Saturday. So I've been spending very little money this week. So then if you can eat out of your stockpile on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, then on Thursday you can make a little bit of good food if you want to, take a day off. What I did, instead of eating out on a Thursday, last month I stockpiled sandwiches, about $10 or $15 worth of sandwiches from Dollar Tree, which would be about the same as buying a good torpedo sandwich out. So one of the things I got at the food pantry was an artichoke. So I don't buy them often, but I do like them. So where is that? Okay, so I have, what I'm trying to do is, if I eat all the food from the food pantry, then go again on Saturday, and it looks like I got just about enough for a week. And so that saves money. So I went Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because a lot of people get paid on Friday, and then by Monday they're nearly totally broke for a whole week or for a whole 2 weeks. So if you just hold off, I want to make mine a little bit more like soup. If you just hold off spending until Monday, Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A lot of people eat really cheap all week and then eat a little bit of more food on good food. So this is the artichoke heart. This artichoke didn't have a really big heart, but the heart is delicious because I already tasted it. So I cut everything, all the heart off, and I peeled the stem. I eat the stems and everything. What I did is I boiled my artichoke in water. I brought it to a boil. So the stems can be a little bit, what is the word, stringy, but I just eat them anyway. I like them. I don't like celery strings though. This is one of those things. Okay, let's see. How much does an artichoke cost? About $1.49. That's not why I don't buy them. I should buy them. I do love them. So I'm just cutting this artichoke in little pieces. Okay, and I'm going to put it in my gravy. I like to eat sandwiches and soup, or yeah, this is enough. Okay, so I'm following the recipe on the back of the package for soup. This is broccoli. This is for broccoli soup. 1 package of country gravy. 1 frozen chopped broccoli thawed, 10 ounces. I only have about 3/4 of a cup. 2 cups cheddar cheese. I'm not adding that much. I'm just using what I have. 1 tablespoon Parmesan cheese grated. I have some, I'll show you. And a tablespoon of onion. So, okay, what I have is I have this, I think Parmesan and garlic. I put this on, I'm having chicken with this. Okay, what I'm trying to do, this stuff is really hard to get out of the little, what I'm trying to do is eat more veggies, not, the pescatarian is good, but the bodybuilders all eat chicken. And then I'm just going to use chives a little bit. And then, I think it was last week, I bought a block of I could stop right here. You don't have to have cheese. I will stock up on these packages because I like to, so here it is. I bought this. I like to buy cheese at Grocery Outlet. Here it is. I don't remember how much I paid for this. Did I write it? No. It was a lot, and I think I got it for about $6.99. So I want to make my, I might freeze the rest of this. Sometimes I eat a lot of cheese. One thing about the pescatarian diet is that you can have cheese. It's kind of like a keto, except they don't eat beef and chicken and pork. But I have been very, very healthy all of my life, so I don't really want to, I think that's enough. So I want to buy one of these a month. I still have the cheddar cheese too. Sometimes I eat a lot more cheese than this, but you know, it's there. So they say 2 cups. I'd say that's about a cup. I think that's enough. So when I made this with the tuna, I actually got up the next morning and ate the soup. It was gravy with tuna fish, and you could eat it on your bread or potatoes or anything, and you could put any kind of meat in this. So I will be stocking up on these pretty soon. I'm not buying too much stuff right now. What I want to do is eat down the food I have. Okay, so now, and this is a really good artichoke. I already waited. I tried to wait because I knew I was making the video. So let me show you what I did. I will eat half today. Here it is. So see where I cut out the heart? So now, some people cut this part off, but I eat it. Okay, and so I want to make a tasty little, you can dip it in mayonnaise, but if you have stuff, why not make your own? So this is my homemade sour cream. And it's just enough left. I want to give you the recipe again. So when you start making this stuff homemade, so it's my homemade sour cream. Okay, this time it turned out really thick, which surprised me because this was milk from the pantry, 1%. So I was surprised that it was this thick. So, okay, in this, I will add a little bit of garlic salt. Uh-oh. Some people use mayonnaise or butter, but this homemade, so I put a little garlic. I'll put some chopped chives. to your taste. Okay, and then from now on, I'm saving my lemon peels because today I was eating my tangerine and grapefruit peels, so why not just save them and, you know, save the peels. I'm not making it tonight. I'll make it tomorrow. And I'll just cut them in strips and I will boil them with some sugar and water, and then when they're soft, I'll dry them at 250 in the oven. So I'll cut my peel off. I was out in the garden this morning. It's coming, I can't believe it. My little plants are coming along really nicely this year, but you know, you never know. All right, so I want to put some lemon juice in my sour cream is made with vinegar, but lemon juice tastes good, and I'll save my peels, and it will also thin this up a little bit. I could eat this on some chips or crackers too, but there's probably not going to be any left. Okay, it's still a little bit thick for me, so I want to pour a little bit of, I guess water is fine. I fill these days I'm filling my water at Walmart for 40 cents. I also store onion soup so I could make dip for my chips. Or you can make your own dip, you know. You can concoct your own. Okay, this is looking good now. Dairy is very important, I think. You can do this. When I ate this the other night, in the middle of the night, I just put it in the microwave, and I just ate it as is. And I ate late too. But then after I ate a lot, then the next day I wasn't very hungry. But that is okay. I make up for today. Okay, so now here it is. And what I like to do is just peel it off, and then I'll just stick it in here because I am just going to dip it. Here's a good one. Here's what I do. I don't know what the rest of the world does. This is the old Mormon way. So this way you get your money's worth. I mean, if you're like me and you're just grateful to have an artichoke. See, this one is good. This could be mayonnaise. Okay, so this is a good artichoke. If you guys will go to the food pantries and get the food, and you know, just eat whatever they give you. If you're like not the richest person in the world, you'll be living better. For one thing, they actually, okay, here's my, I started making my own ice cubes because I thought, well, you know, this ice cube thing seems to be an issue. So, here's what we have so far. Okay, so now, what I do is I make 4 cups of tea per day, and then I drink the hot tea in the afternoon, and then this was cold tea that I had in the freezer. I could put my my lemon and grapefruit peel in it, but I think I like eating my my peels just right out of the jar. And then yesterday I made tea cookies. These were thumbprint cookies, and I put my homemade marmalade, and I put, here's one, I put my peel on the top, and then I have sugar in the bottom here that fell off, and I put that, and these are some good tea cookies. So just by being really thrifty, eating the food you have down, at night I pray and I say thank you for my beautiful house, and thank you for the food and all the blessings, you know, just being grateful to God. You know, it's a very expensive time for us to exist, but if we get used to doing some of this stuff, it's not going to be so bad. That's a great candle. I bought it at the thrift store. Okay, so I have my soup, I have my artichoke, and then I roasted some chicken legs that I bought on sale. And if you roast them good, here they are. What I did, I want to mention this again. My chicken is falling apart. If you roast it good, it's going to be good. I'll put both of them on here. I'm probably eating one tomorrow after the gym. I want to mention something. Okay. I did this one time, and someone said, I don't rinse my chicken. I don't want to get the germs in my sink. Look at this. I put my chicken, can you see this? I put my chicken in cold water, and I left it there for a few minutes, and then I have coarse sea salt, and I put it in there quite a bit with the chicken, and then I rinsed the chicken, and then I patted the chicken dry. So you can eat some pretty cheap chicken. And so then I lightly dusted it with flour, and then at some point, I take it out. Oh, here it is. I bought this margarine, 50% off, so I had half margarine, half butter, and then I sprinkled this Parmesan and garlic, black pepper, and garlic salt. And then you may remember last week I bought this Heinz 57 sauce. This stuff is $5.58 per bottle. I think that's very expensive. So what I do is when finances permit, I buy something like this and I put it in the stockpile. So I'll just pour some on here. You can bake it. This is really good for hamburgers or steaks. There's cheaper steak sauce though. Okay, so it's coming along nicely. I have my soup now and my cookies for later. All right, now I was going to make the 7-layer bean dip, but last night in the middle of the night I had goulash, my mother-in-law's goulash, and I made it with beans. So I thought, no, I don't want to eat beans. Okay, so now I got this hummus at the food pantry. Here it is. I got 6 of them. So these expire, where is it? Let's see. 5, 4, 15, 24. So anyway, I got the one out and I froze the rest to make sure, you know, nothing happened to my food. If you get used to using your, and this will taste good with my soup. Okay, and then I stockpile these crackers. I bought, you guys remember, I bought 6 boxes. And so I like to eat crackers. So 4 crackers would be, these are good. These are some kind of wheat. I bought 4 boxes of crackers when they were, I got them at Dollar Tree. And then after about a day or 2, there was no crackers. And then yesterday I bought these little bowls. These are about the best size you can ever pray for. So now I want to put a little bit of my soup, my broccoli soup in here. When you're eating soup, and I've discovered with salad, here it is. You only need about 3/4 of a cup. I'm kind of heavy on the artichoke dip, but that is okay. It's very yummy. And then I have half an artichoke for tomorrow. The soup tastes really good because I have my pepper jack cheese in there. I will cut this in 4 pieces and freeze it. Okay, so is that all I wanted to say on dinner? Yes. Okay, now I want to talk to you about the food pantry. This chicken is tasty. Also, I have, where is it? This is very tasty. I save these when I go to McDonald's. If I get a chicken sandwich, I ask them for a ranch dressing, and then sometimes I eat it with my French fries because almost every day of the week I can get free. This would be good on the artichoke heart too. I'll put one in here just for demonstration purposes, and then I'll put a little hummus. So let's see, I got the artichokes, I got the hummus, I got the artichoke in the soup, and I got the tangerines. No, I didn't. I had tangerines and oranges from my son's house. So here it is. Okay, so that is dinner. So if you cook your chicken, barbecue sauce, if you bake your chicken until it falls off the bone. This is the way I like to bake turkeys too, until they fall off the bone. And you can eat some pretty cheap chicken or turkey if you bake it good. It's going to make all the difference. And then if you have some good dipping sauce. I think I prefer this to hot wing sauce myself. Yummy. That is so good. It doesn't look good while eating these, but they taste really good. Also, if you learn to brew good iced tea, it makes all the difference. What I do is I use bottled water and I zap it for 10 minutes in my little pitcher, and then I put 3 tea bags and I seep it. I just keep an eye on it because if it's too thick and gluey, I don't like it. All right, let me give you my sour cream recipe in case you... Now, once you get everything for this, it's going to make all the difference. 4 1/4 cups milk. So this time I made it with the 1% milk, and it didn't make as much, but it tastes really good. And it was very thick, so that, which surprised me at 1% milk. I made half a batch. 2 tablespoons vinegar, or you can use lemon juice. Also this week I had my son's grapefruit, and I put the grapefruit juice in my, this is a good way to make lemon juice for lemonade, or you know, whatever you mix your juice with. So what I did is I used the peel for the grapefruit candy fruit. Here's one. These are tasty. I'm just eating them candied because I like them that way. All right, So back to the grapefruit juice. So you can freeze it. I don't know where a cup is. I'll pour it in here. You're not going to be citrus deficient. These grapefruits are really good because my son grew them. But when you can get 2 grapefruits, you have like 6 cups of grapefruit juice. So what I did was I reserved the peels, and then I scraped all the contents of the grapefruits out, including the white stuff, and I put it in my blender, and I added maybe a cup of water, and I pulsed it like crazy to like really pulverize it. Then I started adding water, and this time I ended up adding about 6 cups of water, and so I have plenty of fresh grapefruit juice. Okay, so back to the cream cheese. 4 1/4 cups milk and 1 teaspoon salt. 2 tablespoons vinegar or lemon juice. So heat your milk to boiling and then add the 2 tablespoons vinegar, stirring constantly until it curdles. Then turn off the heat and let it set for maybe about 10 minutes and let it curdle good. Then strain it, and don't throw the liquids. I drink it, the liquid away, but it makes good bread if you use your whey. And so then I put the curds in my blender, and it calls for a 1/4 cup of melted butter, but I never use that much. Like in a half a batch, I use 2 tablespoons. So in a whole batch, I would use a half a cube melted butter and 2 spoons of sour cream. So you can use your sour cream, but I usually stockpile in my freezer sour cream and cream cheese. Here it is. So you can use cream cheese or sour cream, and you blend that good, and then you have your homemade sour cream for milk. Just get good heavy cream and blend it in your blender until it solidifies, and then strain it in a screen, and put your, I keep my butter, I cut it up, I refrigerate it, and then I cut it up, and then I keep it in my freezer. So after a while, you're always going to have butter. Also, you can make cheese out of your milk, but I usually buy cheese when I'm getting low, like once a month. And it doesn't matter if your cheese, as long as your cheese or even your hummus is in the freezer, you don't have to worry about it. Let me give you the salmon ball recipe. Okay, you can use mayo or sour cream or cream cheese. So I like to keep that in the freezer. Okay. So all you need is salmon deboned, but I keep salmon 5-ounce cans because you can just eat that straight out of the can, like with some salad. Onion, I usually use dry. This last week I bought the big onion, 1 egg, 2 slices of bread, or if you have breadcrumbs, salt, pepper, garlic, and mayonnaise. Okay, so that is that. So okay, the artichoke. So I have a lot of food out of 1 artichoke. And then the roasted chicken was dust the chicken with flour, garlic, salt, black pepper, whatever. A lot of times I put paprika on it, and it could be oil shortening. You can fry it, dust with flour, or bake it. I usually bake everything. What I do is I wait until the chicken is cheap, and then I buy some. Right now I'm not, because my freezer is full. Okay, so I have an eggplant that I got at the food pantry, and I want to give you my roasted eggplant recipe. in case any of you have an eggplant. Where's my eggplant recipe? Oh no. Okay, I have lost my eggplant recipe. Well, I'm probably gonna make eggplant tomorrow. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I cut the eggplant in half, and then I cut it diagonal across and then up so it's cut. And then I put olive oil or oil, salt, garlic, and onion, and bake 400 in the oven to roast it. And then I could put any kind of tomato sauce, and I could put spaghetti. I could use spaghetti sauce with Parmesan cheese or feta cheese, whatever you have. And so you're going to get a lot of food. You're going to get at least 2 meals out of an eggplant. I noticed this last time I went to this food pantry that they give you a lot of food. So, okay, I have a stalk of celery, and it was really a good celery too. So I made homemade peanut butter. So the next thing I'm going to eat is the celery. Three carrots I gave to the rabbits. Zucchini pickles, and I still have it in the freezer, zucchini bread. They gave us a sweet potato and some red onions. So I want to make some potato salad, and I'm not sure I'm thinking about maybe making some black beans with the sweet potato. So sweet potato, red potatoes, 1 eggplant, 2 small tangerines, 2 large tangerines. I have lots of bagels. I had blueberry bagels and multigrain, and then I had the hummus. Oatmeal, which I eat almost every single day. I didn't eat it today because what's happening is I eat breakfast sometimes late in the day, and when I eat oatmeal, I'm not hungry at dinner, and I don't think that's good. It's better for me to eat protein. 1/2 gallon milk, 1%, that's gone. Plant-based breakfast sausages, 12, and I looked up the price, and those are $6.99. So it's 3/4 of a pound, so I usually eat a 1/4 pound meat, so it's 3 portions and a dozen eggs. So I still have the eggs left. So the point of that is next week when I go, I don't need eggs. Okay, so you don't have to take everything, just take what you need. And if you don't, we want to make sure that you're not taking food out here. Where I go, there's plenty of food. All right, so now, okay, I want to talk to you guys about this. Okay, one time I saw this pastor, and so he was talking about this lady in his congregation, and she was a good lady all of her life, and she fell sick, and they went and they prayed for her, and they asked God, how did this happen? And God said, well, she was a good woman, but she didn't do any work for the kingdom. So after she had her children, she was basically, time to go home. So she revived, but in a short time, she went back to her ways and she died. So you might think that's ridiculous. But ever since I heard that, I go to the self-help group, and we have to be helpful. That's key if you want to keep the obsessions off of you. Also, if you want to keep, there's a lot of these, what are they called? Spirits of infirmity. So these also ward off those. So when, I'm not saying, you don't have to go out and pass flyers, although that could be helpful. But when the opportunity presents itself, if you try to be helpful, like, I gave the tangerines away. I had 4 tangerines today. I gave one of my jackets at the gym away because normally I buy that stuff in bulk, and I thought, I bet it's gonna fit this girl I know. She looks so pretty too. She doesn't need the jacket. It's just that, if it pops into your mind and it's easy to do, and you do it, and you're doing a little work for the kingdom. And ever since I heard this about what they feed the people in the park is a sandwich, some vegetables, and a Coke. I bought this guy a sandwich, because I get them free, and then I asked them, but I forgot to do this, for extra lettuce and tomato, and if you get the ranch dressing, then it's like a little salad. I eat that myself. And then I bought a large Coke, because at McDonald's now the Cokes fortunately have gone down. So I bought some guy a free sandwich. So that is what I did for the kingdom. Okay, I want to tell you something. Okay, so back to the money saving thing, which is like very important. So there's channels, I watch them, and they say if you go for a no spend for a week, that is 25% of your month. But if you take it week by week, it's easier. And if you go from Friday to Monday, so you haven't spent any money, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you'd have twice as much money. And then there's Thursday. So if you could possibly go until Thursday, like if you got your food at the food pantry, this is if you have lots of money, then just forget this. But eventually it's going to make the biggest difference. But if you don't spend money, I'm not saying don't spend money, but if you don't spend any significant amount of money every other day, that's 15 days out of a month. So today I spent $2. Tomorrow I'll probably have to buy gas, but aside from that, I probably don't have to buy anything. So just by like being mindful, only spending money every other day, I'm not suffering. I'm using up all the food that I have. And so I have crackers, I have chicken, and I have artichokes for tomorrow after I get home from the gym. And if you get your kids used to eating these small meals that are like full-on meals after school, it's so much better for them. I was reading about a place in China, no, it was online, a place in Chile where they eat chicken and black beans for breakfast. Okay, so, making homemade food, making good use of your food, not wasting any food, freezing your food. Okay, and then this morning I went out to take a look at my garden, and it's doing amazingly well. So what I have out there is lots and lots of plants. So I was seeing something online where they plant a plant in a 5-gallon bucket, but I'm not doing that because when I pull up my roots, my tomato plants, they only have a root about this big. But what I want to do is go back to work in my swap meet business, and one of the things I want to sell is plants, because I grew these plants out of the food, the seeds out of my food. So the plants, and I got dirt off the hill. So these are, and all the plants in my backyard are these plants, and they're doing wonderful. And then let's see if anything is sprouted yet. Okay, take a look at that. That is my soybeans. So now on these, I can't believe this. This is like 3 days, you guys. So all I did was this is a meat container. And now these are going on the balcony because I already planted a lot of these, and something out there dug them up and ate them. I think it's birds. Sometimes I have squirrels back there, but I'm not selling the soybeans because I realized from my vegetarian book, if I can grow these and generate some seeds I'm going to grow these year round, either indoors or on the balcony. And if you can buy edamame in the stores, and you can dry the seeds. I'm going to be drying them in the windowsill, because if they're not going to germinate if you dry them in the the oven. But you can grind those in the blender, and you can make soy powder, but you can also make soy milk, and also you can make tofu once you learn how to do this. So then no matter what happens, you're always going to have soy. And also tomatoes. I couldn't believe it. I had these little tomatoes. I think there's some more over there. I'm gonna get them. And anyway, I just put the whole cherry tomato in the ground and they cropped up. So don't say I can't, grow them in your windowsill. I want to encourage you guys, especially if you live in a city. So yesterday, I had one of the sandwiches from Dollar Tree, a half a can of tomato soup and crackers. And then I had the oatmeal for breakfast, and honestly, I wasn't hungry. So bear that in mind, like, once you stockpile up big bags of the basic foods that you eat all the time, I eat more soup when it's cold. But, I mean, I could eat it anytime, but I wanted to mention, I was talking to this one guy who's been kind of unhealthy, and so you need some nuts. So if you make your homemade peanut butter and start getting used to eating it, this could be peanut butter. I just happen to have hummus, so some peanut butter and some fish. So the pescatarians eat solely fish. So on the day that I ate my soup, which was gravy with the tuna, I wasn't hungry for hours and hours, and that was a Walmart tuna fish. And I'm wondering, wow, when we're hungry all the time, something is wrong. And another thing is, I've been eating more dairy, and you don't have to eat cow's milk. There's lots of good milk that is non-dairy, and also it's very easy to find marked down. I'm going to be going to a grocery outlet, and one of the things I'm searching for is good deals on small TV dinners, sandwiches, and vegetarian food, and meat, and dairy, and nuts, because I usually get some good stuff. Trying to find canned goods, a few at a time, and just to encourage you guys to try. If you're a retired woman living on a fixed income, try the food pantries. And if it's not to your liking, just don't take the food, or give, like me, I'm not much on fruit, but I forgot I had the fruit. Otherwise, I would have made the orange peels out of the fruit that I got. But giving it away to somebody who can really use it is doing the good day, doing some work for him. I went to the Catholic Church a lot, and here in town there's a statue of Christ with no hands, and that's because we're his hands. So think about that. I'm not trying to preach to you guys, but if you stay to the good, so many bad things, it's not just all the good things that happen, it's all the bad things that don't happen. Okay, you guys, I'm going to see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all. Bye. Babies, you want to say hi? They really do. They tweet so pretty for the videos. Sometimes it's prettier. You guys, can you say hi? Come on, you want to say hi. They get shy attacks. They don't know where they're looking either. They're my children. They go out in the garden with me. They love it. What I've been doing is getting up and going out in the garden very, very early, and then going back to bed. Okay, and then I make the birds go back to bed too. God bless you all.